Hey everybody, Terry here again with a golf lesson about the swing or the golf impact. How do we look at impact? You know, you see all the pros, you see how they're over the ball, and then at impact, see how they're right here. See where the head is? Head's not out here, okay? Head is behind the ball, shaft is right on line, hips have cleared, left foot stays stable. How do we get there? See, that's called the swing impact. Well, for starters, you have to have good grip, good posture, and you have to start with your head behind the ball. See, in other words, to keep your head behind the ball, it has to be behind the ball at address. In other words, if I set up like this and my head's in front of the ball, how am I going to get my head behind the ball? Can't do it. See, it'll be like ball dribbles on the ground. Okay? So when we set up at impact, to get to a good impact, we basically need to have our head behind the ball as you bring the club back, the arms drop, the hips clear, the head's behind the ball, the club's lagging, see this? And you follow through. The weight stays on your left leg. Doesn't move, it stays right here, and that's a good impact position. So I'm going to give you a little golf swing here. Now, one of my major weaknesses when I play is my head sometimes will come up a little bit. So when I come through the ball, even though I'm behind the ball, my head may come up a little bit, but I get away with it because I've been doing it for so long. But on this video, what I want to do is I want to make sure I keep my head down. See, I want to keep it down for the impact. See, here's the impact position. See this? Hands over the ball, shaft, club head lagging. Again, left foot stable, head behind the ball. And all you do now is you release over that left side, okay? So let me try to get into a good position for you. Keep my head down. My wife knows that's one of my big weaknesses when I have a bad round. She says, honey, you're not keeping your head down. So, you know, that's what I go through sometimes. So here we go. So hopefully I'll keep it down for you on this golf swing video. She's actually behind the camera, so that's why we're laughing. Okay, here we go. Okay, grip, posture. I'm going to keep my head down, or behind the ball. So I'm going to keep behind the ball. Okay, so as I come back, now I hit that kind of with probably about 190, 200 on a draw. Okay, so you all have to tell me if I kept my head down. Try it again. And remember, the impact I'm looking for is this. Hands over the ball, shaft lagging, club head lagging, left foot stable, head behind the ball. All I got to do is swing through. Okay, so here we go. How that club whipped through. It only whipped through because everything was stable on my left side. If I were to come up this way, I would lose my power. You've got to hit the impact like this. And then when the club is released out here, when you release the club out here, we've got a video on that, how to release towards your target. When your club releases out here, it's full of power. You see? So again, impact. How do we get to impact? Okay? Remember. How do we get to impact? Here. So you come through, everything is right here. So go to our website. You're going to learn the grip, the posture, downswing, takeaway, all that good stuff to get you into a great impact position. Okay? I'm Terry again, and I'll see you on the next video. See you at mypgagolflesson.com.